Yeah, so you have like a
Oh, that's
different
down
level one
there.
there.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. So what you can do, so since you created a prefab for it,
Yep.
um, generally speaking, prefabs are things that you're going to use more than once. And so unless you are reusing it the same level layout multiple times, it probably shouldn't be a prefab. So
So
you can kind of combine, you can kind of unprefab a lot of these things and then reparent them to like one thing.
okay. So would it make sense then to prefab? Because I think the layout, this map is basically going to be pretty much exactly the same. It's going to be looping, so there will be minor differences. But so
Okay,
like
so
this is
the
the starting zone. This is going to be the same every time.
okay, yeah. The thing my brain clicks into is the minor differences. Like
Okay.
what if it's always going to be a flat ground
Yes.
like this? Like it's always okay. Then that's probably fine to have it as a prefab. But I see that there's like the left and right paths.
Yep.
Those aren't the same
Right.
as the above. So those are different prefabs. They're different.
Okay.
If those two things are exactly identical, then they would be a prefab. Um, an
Okay.
example of a prefab, generally speaking, would be something like a coin, right? And you want to
Yep.
stamp like thousands of them in a level, and you don't, now you want to change how fast they rotate or how much they're worth, and you can do that, and that updates all of them.
Okay.
But for like bespoke things, usually like levels, then you would do that way. But if that's the case, if this like top level here, right, that top section is going to be the same
Yep.
for multiple places, then what you can do, I would say, is I saw that there was 2 level ones.
There's
You can
yes.
unprefab them by
Okay.
right clicking on them and then saying like unpack or unpack completely. I think unpack is probably what you want.
Unpack. Okay, maybe if I share this with you directly, you'll have a better. I'll just do the screen. That
Yes.
should show, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I should be able to see it there. Let me pop out
Uh,
full screen. Yeah, so see where it says prefab right above create empty,
yep.
and then here you'll say unpack.
Unpack or
So
unpack
this will just
completely.
unpack,
Okay.
because this will keep sub prefab. So say how you have the blue box means it's a prefab,
Okay.
and so what you can do is then like you have your level 1 v1 that's above level 1 there. Yeah, drag that in, put that into your level, since that's all part of this.
What even is this?
That's your wall
That's my. Oh,
that you
I
just
see it.
made.
Okay. It didn't even notice that. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha. Yep.
right. And so then within your level, like what do you want to group together? So I see that you have a bunch of copies of these level 1 v1s there, those blue, in like the, yeah, that one to the like the next one. I'm assuming that's all of your ground.
Yep. Yep.
Right, so select all of those in the hierarchy, and then right click, create new parent, create an empty parent. And then you
Okay.
can name this ground, right?
Gotcha.
And I see that there's more, you've only selected kind of like half the level.
Yeah, because what I did was I started here, and then I
Mhm.
just took that and
And then
duplicated it.
you duplicated it. So you probably have, if you scroll down, there's probably another level 1, right? Oh, nope, not that one.
It would be these, right?
Yeah, it's this one. So it's also a prefab. Notice how it says it's the whole thing is blue. So
Yeah.
go to the top level, unpack that as well.
Okay, because that was gotcha. I just
Right,
duplicated
and
it.
then you can select all of the objects inside of here, so all of those, and then you can put that in like your ground, in that same ground thing up there.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to get this all organized. Gotcha. Here we are. Beautiful. Okay.
Yep. And
Perfect.
so then anything else in that like level, that second level that you made, you can probably just select all of them and then cut and paste them into, no, not that one, but like the second
Oh,
half of the first area.
yeah.
That stuff there, just click one of them so you can find the root level again.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, and then scroll up.
level 1, 4.
Yeah, I see BG start with BG stars 3. Don't like open that one. See how you have the level 1 open to the game object, the level 1 V1 4.
Yep.
You don't want those opened like that, because if you like click and like shift click something else, you'll select the children as well. You
Okay.
want those all closed so that you don't do that. What I was saying is, if you start at BG stars 3 and go all the way up to the top of the level, right? Because you just copied and pasted. So close lamppost, keep scrolling up, and then there's level 1. So shift click to miss 10.
Shit.
Oh,
I dragged it by accident, I think. Okay, hold on.
yeah, that, and then shift click, and that should collect all of them. And then you can move those into the same level 1 that you did before.
That should be up here. Where the ground was?
Keep going. Yep, keep going. Yeah, there's the BG stars 3 from this one. Yeah. So you don't want to put it underground because it's not all ground.
Right here.
But yeah, there's level 1. So yeah, put it there.
Okay.
And then from here, you can start like grouping things together and updating. So there's like items fence, select
yeah.
all of those, group those into a fence.
Create empty
parent.
Empty parent. Okay.
Yeah, if you do create empty, it'll create a child object to all of those things.
Always parent.
So if you're putting you want these grouped under a parent, then you want to do it the other way. Yeah.
Okay.
So then there's fence, and then you can probably scroll down and find even more fences because that was only half the level.
So these right here.
Yeah, so all these fences here
Are probably up there as well.
Yep.
Okay.
And now what you can do to ensure that you don't accidentally mess with them, now that they're in their little folders, it's the hand icon that's on the left side.
This one?
Clicking that will make it so that you can't click on them in the scene anymore.
You can't
So it locks, you can't accidentally click them. Yeah, so there's like, okay. You've got these forest ones, we can group those. I would assume the trees and stuff also go in there, or unless you want those separate layers.
So technically they're further
Further back.
They're closer to the camera.
Gotcha.
So I would
think then,
put them differently.
Yep.
Okay.
And so then tree, yep.
One more somewhere.
And if you click and drag these, they'll group together. So if you just click and drag to like an empty in the hierarchy, you can just like quickly click and drag like up one item, and it'll group all 4 of them together.
I love that. Then I can probably click here, find it, bring it up. And then now these should all be. Oh my god, you're my savior here.
Yeah, this is I'm just trying to like explain like how I use the hierarchy and stuff,
It makes
just
sense.
to like ensure that it's it speeds up.
Yeah.
Getting to used to these tools is what like really speeds up. That's why I always say it's not that hard to learn, because to learn this kind of thing, because it's once you start getting into it and you're like using them regularly,
Yep.
it'll be second nature.
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm already like figuring out the shortcuts. Like, this is perfect. Oh my god. And just having this organization is going to be so much better for my brain.
Yep.
So can I do like the stars and the background together?
Yeah,
Doesn't
probably.
matter.
Yeah. I mean, however you want to organize it,
Okay.
you can just call this like background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much always going to be the same. Oh, I have more forest that I missed. Yep, got cool.
And once we're done with this, I can show you a really useful tool that you will use probably all of the time.
Yes.
Once you know it. It's one that nobody like barely anyone knows. Because it's not told to you anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's
and then there's so what is that level V1? You have a couple of them. There's like level V1-4, V1-12. Or those are also ground.
This is ground. Yep, you're right.
And there's another one above background. Yeah. Okay. I guess one of them is a wall, not a ground, but
yeah, that's fine.
it could be colliders.
There you go, colliders. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just renamed it. Yeah.
This is the actual collision layer that you actually do all of the colliding with.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. So now you have all the things like wrapped up into a single level.
Yep.
And so you can obviously, again, you can lock them by clicking the hand icon if you wanted to, like,
lock that in.
You know, now you can't click on anything, right? You've locked it, and now when you click on it, it won't do anything. If you highlight, you just highlighted the hero and the camera.
Yep, got it. Awesome, love it.
And then the other one hides it, so you can't see it in the level. There's an eyeball next to it.
Yep, okay, makes sense. Yep, like a regular
but it
PSD
doesn't
layer.
The interesting thing is that it hides it, but it does not remove it from the game.
Oh, it's just okay.
So if you were to hit play, that would still appear. Versus if you clicked on like level 1 start and then clicked the checkbox in the inspector like that's here next to the name, that disables it and it would not show up in start in the game.
Okay, interesting. Okay, good to
so
know.
it's the hierarchy one is just hiding it from the scene.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
It can make things easier when doing level design.
Yeah.
Because you can hide. Let's say you want to only look at the trees in the background or the forest in the background and not the closer trees. Yeah. Right? You have the two different layers. You can just like hide just the trees or just the forest.
Yeah. Okay.
And sense. Then the final thing is holding Alt while clicking the arrow.
Okay.
So if you go to like level 1 start and you hold Alt and then click the arrow to drop down, you'll see that it expands everything.
Okay.
So you can see all the sub objects. And if you close it without holding Alt, it will just close it, and when you reopen it, it'll be the same. But if you hold Alt, then close it, then unhold Alt, and then open it again, everything is collapsed now.
Okay, love that. Cool.
So it makes your hierarchy management a little bit easier.
Yes.
Because you're like, okay, let me just, Alt close everything.
Yep.
You can also use the arrow keys. If you press left and right, it does like select an object and then press left or press right, and it opens it. And then you can go down, and if you keep pressing right,
it opens
just walks
everything.
down the tree. Yep.
Awesome, got it. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Super useful.
Yeah, love that.
Oh, you know what I'm realizing?
Yep.
I see all those game objects under those. I think you might have done earlier what I had mentioned, which is like hit like create empty while everything was selected. Because there's a bunch of, if you select that game object, there's nothing on it.
Okay.
right? There's no components, so it's an empty object that's not doing anything that you could delete.